Welcome to Recipes Recommended. Today our recipe recommendation, Creole Crab Cakes, is an adaptation from an America's Test Kitchen recipe of the same name, and the accompanying side we've chosen, collard greens, is something I make regularly and is a mix of many recipes I've seen over the years. We'll start there. Collard greens are simple to make and the ingredients list is super flexible. Gather a bunch of washed collard greens, bacon, garlic cloves, and chicken stock. For seasoning, salt, black pepper, and cayenne finish out the list of ingredients. Although most recipes call for smoked ham hocks, rest assured any fatty and smoky pork will do. Bacon is always available and I didn't have ham hocks in my freezer. As my Dutch oven was getting up to temperature over medium heat, I cut 3 very thick slices of bacon into what's called lardons. It's a fancy French word for a small strip or cube of fatty bacon or pork fat used in a variety of cuisines to flavor savory food and salads. Once cooked, the bacon will render out a lot of fat, which is what we want. Keep an eye on it. If it looks like it's getting too dark too fast, lower the heat to low while you're prepping the other ingredients. Moving on to mincing the garlic. If you can help it, don't use jarred garlic here. It tends to add an off flavor, and once you master it, mincing garlic is fast and easy. Plus, there are a million gadgets that can mince garlic for you. Here, I mince about a tablespoon of garlic and set it aside. There are a few techniques for removing the veins, but here I simply slice down both sides of the veins and remove them, stacking the deveined leaves as I go. After that, I roll them up and cut the leaves into ribbons about 1.5 inches wide. Add the garlic to the pot with the bacon. The bacon should be crispy and swimming in its rendered fat. Toss in the garlic and then scoop up the greens and add them to the pot. Using a spoon, make sure to coat the greens as best as possible until they are glossy with the bacon fat. Finally, add the salt, pepper, and cayenne and stir to combine. Cook for a couple of minutes, then pour in your cooking liquid. Cover and cook for no less than 1 hour over medium-low heat. Now onto the star of the show. Of the many different crab cake recipes, we chose a Creole variant, mostly because it uses a lot of pantry ingredients. In Creole cooking, green bell pepper, celery, and onion are called the Trinity. It's used much like the French mirepoix, which uses carrots and not peppers. After finely mincing the Trinity and garlic, it's cooked over medium-high heat for 5 minutes. It's then transferred to a plate or sheet pan to cool. This is the aromatic foundation of the crab cake. Once cooled, scoop into a large bowl and add pulverized saltine crackers and lump crab meat, being careful not to break up the crab too much. Fold together until reasonably combined. In a separate bowl, whisk together mayonnaise, Worcestershire sauce, dry mustard, cayenne, 1 egg, and heavy cream. This will act as the binder for the crab cakes. Then, using a rubber spatula, add it to the crab mixture, again gently folding to avoid breaking up the chunks of crab meat. Form into 1-inch thick cakes and arrange them on a pan that can fit in your fridge. Cool for no less than 30 minutes. Pour the remaining cracker crumbs into a shallow dish and dredge the now cooled and firm cakes until evenly coated. Heat about 3 tablespoons of oil over medium to medium-low heat until shimmering. In batches, cook the crab cakes for about 3 to 4 minutes per side. Use 2 metal spatulas when flipping to avoid breaking. If needed and the oil looks dirty or burned, drain off, clean your pan, and add new oil between batches. The cakes should be golden brown. Transfer to a paper towel to soak up some of the cooking oil. Crab cakes are rich. They are crunchy, sweet, and savory. You can serve crab cakes in a lot of ways. We opted to serve them with collard greens and a simple remoulade, but you can also have a breakfast crab cake with a poached egg or maybe pair with a nice salad. We hope that you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please consider commenting and subscribing. For recipe amounts, check out our food blog recipesrecommended.com, where you can join our community of like-minded home cooks to discuss blog posts, this video, and others. Thanks again, and remember, great minds eat alike.